Hello everybody. Alright, we're going to take a video and put it in Pinnacle Studio 15, chop it up, save it as a video file, and then put it in ULID GIF Animator. Make a signature out of it. Alright, I'm going to open up Pinnacle Studio. Okay, always goes to the last video that was there. Alright, I'm going to open up a folder. Under my download helper is where I've downloaded tons and tons of videos, YouTube videos. You can use a full-length movie if you want to. Sorry about my voice. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. So I like Pink, so we're gonna take one of Pink's videos. It's gonna detect all the scenes. You notice up here it says it's detecting scenes. Okay, it breaks up the video into all these different scenes. And if you click on one of them, it'll play it. Okay, let's turn the audio off. Don't use audio in signature, darn it. And it's just going to keep continuing on from one scene to the other. Alright, so let's grab this one. Drag it over here onto the timeline. Boom. Now if you click on that, it'll just play that once. It'll play whatever you have in the timeline. Okay. Now we're going to grab another one. You can just start up here. Do this. Okay, don't like that. Let's jump it down. You can jump around. Let's do this one. Okay, I like that. Let's pull that. You notice they're different size clips. And when you capture one, it puts a little check mark there, so you know which clip you got. Let's try some other ones here. I'm just going to grab some for random because I don't want to spend a lot of time doing this. You can do that whenever you're making your video. I like these ladies here. They're cool. Let's get another one of them, a little shorter one. Another one here. What I'm looking at is you can stretch this out a little bit. Trying to keep it within 20 seconds. It won't be too big. Grab that one. All right, we're pretty close to 20 seconds. But we're going to chop them up a little bit, so let's go a little more. And we'll grab this one. Okay, now you have them all in there. You can just draw that back. Just grab that little icon right there and just go back and forth. You see all the videos up there at the top playing. And we'll run through it one time, take a look at it. It switches to that one, that clip, that clip, that clip, that clip, that clip again, this clip. Okay, I pretty much don't like the last clip, so let's just take it out. Just right click on it, cut. It's gone. Now we got this amount of time here that we're going to mess around with. Now, you want to have a smooth transition from one to the other. Transitions, where are they at? Right up here. This is the video, captured video. This is your different transitions. You can do this one. It goes like that. You can do this one. This one. I use this one up here a lot. Second one. Fades in to the next one. You just take, left click, drag it down. Now it's on top here. Now if you double click, double left click, it brings up the transition between this one and this clip, these two clips. Right now it's at 2 seconds. I think that's too long. So you left click on that, hit the arrow down, changes to 1 second. See how it got smaller? Actually, I only use 0.1 seconds between videos. It's about good. You can do a little more, a little less. So you go to the point side of it. Just keep clicking down, 23, 21. Went a little too far. Let's go back up to 10. Now the reason it's jumping around a little bit is because I'm screen recording at the same time. Okay, now I've got a 10-second transition, 0.10 second transition between this clip and this clip. These two clips here. Let's see what it looks like. We can just drag it back a little bit. Okay, that was kind of fast. Let's make it a little bigger. Let's make it 0.15. See what it looks like. Okay. Now, I usually put a transition between a lot of them. Sometimes you don't even want to put a transition in. Just go right to the next one. That one's pretty good. I think we'll put one here going to the two backup singers. So let's put another one in there. You just lay it on top. Now it only allowed a minute, 0.21 or 1.21 seconds or whatever. Don't ask me what the time limit is. And we're going to change it. I'm going to get rid of that. 0 to 1. Then we're going to highlight that. 21 and take it down to 15. Try to keep them all about the same. See how that looks. Right into them. That one's good. Let's do another one here. Okay, now we're down to 5, so we need to go up. I'm just going to have to learn how to play with this. Get the right one, time limit you want. How do you want it to switch? Okay. And then we go here. Definitely want a little. We don't want no time limit there. We just leave that. Okay, so this is, here we've got some transitions, videos. We're going to see what they look like. Let's run it through one time. All right. So we got what we want here. Now we want to put your name in here somehow or whatever. That's where you go to the T for titles. Right here. You got all these different titles, different things, what they do. This one does this. This one does this. But I use this one up here, the second one in line. Standard number 2. Title 02. I use it a lot. So you just left click, grab it, drag it down on the title line here. Where it says a T right here, title. Now it puts it whatever length, it puts it 4 seconds. Double click on it, left click on it. You can see up here at the top it's 4 seconds long. You can make that longer if you want. Just click. It's always going to do the 1 there. You got to highlight it. 5, 6. See, it's changing it in this timeline down here. Okay, so we got our standard, our screen here. It just says your text here. What it does is it fades in, fades out, one at a time. That's what it says on the timeline here. Words fade, words fade. In, out. Let's put my name here. So you click on it, it's highlighted. You write Smitty. There we go. Highlight it. Now you can make it bigger, smaller by increasing it 1 number at a time. Or you can hit the big A, make it, just keep making it big. Little a makes it small. Now let's make it about that big. And you come over here and you get your crosshairs. You can grab it, left click, hold, and drag it anywhere you want on the screen. So we're going to put it in the corner here. Now let's put it in this corner here. Now you go to settings. And this has to do with the colors, the edge, shadows, whatever. We're going to change the color of the face to yellow. Smitty. We'll change the edge to red. Smitty. Now I want to add a shadow in it. I like shadows. Put shadow there. Let's make the shadow a little darker. Got to draw down here where it says shadow 1. You can change the color on this timeline here. Make it darker red. There we go. That's what it looks like. Smitty. Now you come here to this motion. It says motions. Oh, excuse me. You can change your font if you want to up here too. We'll change it to Commons Regular. No, let's go to something neat. Ombre Regular. Okay, not quite big enough. So we'll make it a little bigger. Now you can also take and stretch it out like this. There we go. Now we got Smitty. Highlight again. Go to motions. You have your enter, your emphasis, and then you have your exits. So your enter is this first one here. It says words fade, which it says right here, words fade. Let's make it letters fade. Now it does it 1 letter at a time. And it does it along the timeline here up to this point. Now we can change that. We can make it a little, happen a little faster. Drag it back down here. Now it does it a little faster. And then you can make an emphasis. Let's make it giggle. You notice right here in the middle it says giggle. Make that longer. Now the exit, we'll make it words to behind. So they just come right off the page, just like that. I use letters fade a lot to come back off. Okay, so we like that. We'll hit OK. Sometimes you might get a green bar up here where it's adding it in. Let that green bar run until it goes away. Now we can check it out, see what it looks like here. Says, here we go. And you can just keep adding more texts in here anywhere you want. If you don't want it, decide you don't want that one, cut. Okay. All right, so we got a video. Now, the first thing you want to do is you want to save it. You want to save your project. In case something goes wrong and you need to call it back up again. Save project as. It's going to pick a My Movie 10 because there's probably a My Movie 9 here. So it's going to make a number 10. Well, I want to give it a name. So I'm going to call it SMITTY. SMITTY. Smitty Smitty. And we'll save it. Okay. Now I wanted everybody to see this. Sometimes when you do a lot of changes and stuff, it might do this on you. Don't worry. Okay, just close the program. See, right now it's saving it. It's going to save it as something. Then you wait a little bit, short seconds, and then open up Pinnacle Studio again. Now it's going to ask you to continue working on the same project, start with an empty project, or open an existing project. We want to keep working on the one we're working on. There we go. It saved it under My Movie 10, but I still want to save it under a name. So we're going to go Save Project. We're going to change it again. We're going to save it as Smitty. Smitty. Sometimes you do a lot of stuff and then it just doesn't recognize and then it'll shut itself down and then save it again. Okay, now it saved it. There we go. Now when I make a movie, and you know you can't use audio, I always turn it off. Turn them all on. You see the orange line in between here? See, that means it sounds on because you can lower and raise the volume you want. I always turn it off. There's no yellow line there. You can lock it if you want it. That way you know it ain't going to work. But I just turn it off. Okay, so we go back to the beginning here. Now we've saved our project. Now we want to make a movie. All right, make a movie. You got a lot of settings. We'll open up settings. And this is a make file. You're going to make a movie. I always use DivX HD. You have different formats here you can use. An AVI, MOV, which is a Apple movie, Windows Media Player, all this different stuff. I find out that this is the best one. And at full screen, it gives you a 640 by 480 video file. We're not worried about sound over here, compression or anything. Now, if you change this to full screen 16.9, it's going to change the width and the height. Same with high def. It changes it to 1280 by 720. Custom. You can change it, all kinds of things. I find that full screen works the best at this width and this height. Okay. It'll stay like that unless you change it. Click OK. Now we're going to say create a file. It's going to pick the same name you saved it under. And it's going to put it wherever you want to put it. You can put it on your desktop. You can put it in a document somewhere or whatever. I usually just go ahead and send it right to downloads. I work out of that folder a lot. I got a lot of stuff going on in here. It's where my movies go when I download torrents. So we're going to save it there. Boom. It's making the movie, figuring in the transitions. See everything working down here? No. It's rendering effects, transitions. Now it's right into frames. That small size video, it don't take long at all. It's only 20 seconds long. Actually, 17.5. All right, when it's done, you get a little sound. Movie complete. Can close out Pinnacle. Save changes. Smitty Smitty. Yes. Okay. Now we have the video. Smitty Smitty. There it is. 640, 480. Now if you notice, in the properties, it's an MKV file. I have a ULED GIF animator, which is this one here. It doesn't read these files. It reads AVI files. So I have to use my video converter. I'm going to load Smitty Smitty in there. Now I've got it set to make an XVID. I find that gives me the best quality. You can set it to make an AVI QuickTime movie. Whatever. This is the best one I found. So it's going to make an AVI file using XVID. High quality. Of course, you don't want to use normal quality or low quality. Use high quality. All right. And it's going to save it in a folder that I have in Documents, Amerisoft Video Converter Ultimate Output folder. So we hit Convert. It's going to convert it. Boom. It says finished, done. Now we got to find it. Go to Documents, My Documents. I have Amerisoft Video Converter, the Output folder. And you see I got tons of movies here. Little movies. Smitty Smitty, where are we at? Smitty. Smitty. So I'm going to copy that. Put it in download folder here. Paste. Ooh, now I got two of them. I don't know which one's which. Well, all you got to do is highlight and you'll figure it out. AVI, MKV. I already made a video, but the sound didn't work, so I made all this stuff, so I'm going to get rid of it. Delete. We're going to go back and put these into this folder. Okay, now I'm going to go open up ULED GIF Animator. Okay, the animated wizard. I'm going to use that. I've already got my pixels set to 640 by 480. You can change it. I have different size ones here that I made different movies. So let's find the 640, 480. Come on, baby. There it is. All right. You make a new one and everything. This will highlight like this one, and you just go ahead and click on it, and it'll set the preset in there. Okay, so now we got our video size. We're going to make our canvas size the same as our movie. Now we're going to add the video. Smitty Smitty. You notice that it didn't read the MKV video that was in there. It only read the AVI one. AVI. Open. and go to next. Delay time in 1/100th of a second. I use 3. Go to 0, just go back up to 3. Next. Finished. Now it's going to load 520 frames from the video to the GIF animator. Boom. 520 frames. Here's frame 1. Here's the objects. Frame 1 has an object. Frame 2 is another object. Little advance, I'll show you why you need to know about objects here. Okay, let's just run it through one time. So here's the video. It's way too big to make a signature out of. 640 by 480. If for some reason your video comes out with the black bars on the top, you can crop it by going along here and crop the video or whatever. Of course, we don't want to crop it. That one's good. But we do want to resize it. 400 by 200. That's a legal cat signature size for users. So we go to resize image. It shows that the image now is 640 by 480. We're going to change that to 400. Got to do this really fast, or it'll give you 200. Okay. Boom. Give it a second or two. Now resize the image. 400 by 200. And quality got a little better. Pretty nice video there. Now I've already made a border that I like to put a border around these things. So it's in the folder. Here's the border. Open that up and paint that. We can change the colors of it. Let's change the color of it. I like to make it bigger. So I'm going to pick red. Go to paint bucket. Come right over here and click on it. Now it's red. Now I'm going to go ahead and save that as a ping file. So you can keep this hidden, this background here where there ain't no background. And we're going to save it as this one. Or I can save it as another one. Let's call it border 2. Save. Okay, now we got 2 borders. We got a blue one and a red one. Now we come up here to File, add an image, go to that folder, put the red border on, boom. Now we got the 400 by 200 border around the video. Now you hold your shift key down, drag all the way to the end. Now you've highlighted all the frames. Go up here to frame at the top. Synchronize object across frames. Okay, we're going to active object, which is this one here, object 21, the border. We don't want to make any kind of changes here. You want all of these check marked. Apply to all frames or selected frames. We're going to pick selected frames. So you got those clicked. But our image is not in frame 520. It's in the very first frame. So you hit the drop down menu here, drag it all the way up, frame 1, hit OK. Now in every frame that was selected here, it puts the same object. So we'll come back here, we'll check the video out, there it is. Continuous running GIF. all the transitions, everything. Okay. Now, first thing you want to do, save it as a UGA file. I'm going to save it in this folder. And I'm going to give it a name. Of course, I'm going to keep the same name, Smitty. Smitty. You can, doesn't matter if it's exactly the same or whatever. Whatever you want to save it as. Save it as. Save. Now it's trying to save it. You might up here at the top get no, not responding like it says here. Don't worry about it. Give it a minute. All right. Now when it quits, circles quit spinning, you saved it. Now you want to save it as a GIF. Same folder. Give it a name. Smitty. I usually try to keep the same name. Make it look exactly the same so I can always find it. Save. Might get the same thing up here, not responding. Don't worry about it. And let's, there we go. Now it's saved. Now you can close it. Go to your download folder. Go to the folder that you saved everything in. This is what your UGA file looks like. If you just click on it, it'll open it up in ULED GIF animator. There it is. If you click on this, it'll open it up. Whatever you got. All right. No, I don't want to open up that. Got to write open with ULED GIF animator. But if you notice, the reason you want to keep the UGA file is this border is not showed up here in the objects. In case you want to take the border off and put a different one in. It's not here. It's incorporated in all these objects. So that's why it's important to keep the UGA file. Okay, now we've got it. Now you got to find an image host to upload it to. I use SmugMug. Costs me $8 a month. I go to a folder. Let's go to Signatures 15. Got 8 signatures in there. All right, so we're going to click on Upload to this gallery. Browse. We're going to pick Smitty Smitty. 12.05 millibars is how big this signature is. Photo Bucket will not handle that. I hate to tell you. I've got Photo Bucket also, but I only use it for pictures. Photo Bucket, it's crap. Okay, here it is. It's processing it. It's going to take a while. So, basically done. We made a video, chopped it up, we converted it, we put it in ULED GIF animator, turned it into a signature size that says cat legal, and we're done. So, next tutorial, I'll show you some more advanced stuff to do in Pinnacle. To help you out, show you how to use pictures instead of videos to make your signature, add transitions to it. There's a lot of different stuff you can do. It's all about experimenting, because that's how I learned. See ya.